Hello, Benji. I
Hi,
can.
y'all.
Hey, the bird.
Hi, Travia.
How
Hey,
are ya?
Benji. Girl. Good. Can't complain.
Looking good. Looking good. Looking good.
Likewise. Benji,
Shit,
why you looking at us like
I just got out the swimming pool.
that?
Oh shoot! I gotta get super slim. I'm trapped. We can't hear you, Benji. We can't hear you.
You got to get super slim for what?
I have an event that I'm traveling for next week, and I gotta be super. My dress is like, so I'm drinking water for the next 5 days only.
Benji. I don't know what's going on with
Are you
Benji.
there,
I
Benji?
think
Well,
he must have
anyway,
went out.
hey you all. How you all doing? How's everybody? Thank you for joining us. I'm Laverne Spicer, the Hood Conservative. And today, on this show today, I am lighting a match to Laura Loomer's ass. So stay tuned.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Where the
Oh,
hoodies at?
it's time. It's time. Chime on in. Come on in. You guys are going to have to forgive me today because you know I am a child of God. However, you cannot fight demons on a godly level. Demons only understand demons. So today I have to get on demon time and deal with Laura Loomer, who conveniently blocked me about 5 months ago because she can't handle the truth. But today I'm going to say it loud enough to where it's going to get back to her. So, waiting on Benji.
Ooh, wee.
I'm super excited. I can't wait. It's
Hey,
past time. It's past time. We got that little rodent running around and she thinks she can run her mouth and say anything at any time about anybody. I'm about to just light her ass up today. You guys are going to have to forgive the language, but everything I'm going to say today, she deserves that and tenfold times more. So, waiting on Benji. Because Benji has to do his little introduction. How's everybody today? Jump in, chime in the comments. It's going to be a good one today. A good one. I
okay.
promise you, you will be entertained.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
We can finally
Yeah,
hear
we
you,
can hear you
Benji.
now.
Okay, that was so
Travian,
weird. That
Travian
was
made a major announcement that she's gonna put a foot up somebody's ass today.
Oh,
yeah, I know
So
I
definitely.
heard everything. I heard everything, but for
Oh,
whatever
definitely.
reason, my mic wasn't connected or whatever, but I heard everything. I heard everything. So
Today
so
is
I
the
mean,
day.
without further ado, I guess we can get on to that because we actually have a lot of stuff today. We actually have 7 subjects to cover.
Ooh,
So yeah, it's a lot going on. Let me try to remove this. I don't know why I'm in here twice, but can y'all hear me? Echo or
we can
anything?
hear you well. Yeah, we can hear you very well.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, as long as you guys can hear me. I hear a little bit of echo, but that's fine. As long as y'all can hear me, it's good. Okay, so yes, I
Awesome.
am back in Philadelphia. I want to apologize to everybody because I said I was going to do a show on Saturday. I ended up not doing it because I took forever to get back from Florida because I ended up driving back. So I had to bring my stuff back out of storage and it was a whole thing and yada yada yada. I tried to do a show, like a marathon show on Sunday, but I even had some technical difficulties there. So I'm back. As I said, let me start with this Laura Loomer video. I can't stand her ass either. We may as well just start by lighting her. Now, the video you sent, I saw. The video was actually kind of old because she actually did that video against Candace, and we'll see it in a second. This was maybe like a month or two ago, and I believe I
I
responded
think it
to
was
it.
like two and a half or 3 weeks
Yeah, it
ago.
was a minute ago. But
But
let's. I want to.
nobody responded to her. Nobody responded to her on this. And I think it's due time that she receives a
because
response.
I did respond, but I didn't respond directly to Laura Loomer because Laura Loomer is like ill. She's like nobody, but like ill. Like I don't even know why the president is even like listening to her, like talking to her, or anything. It's just like so gross. But I want to hear your perspective on it. So let me just add that video. Hold on 1 second. Like I'm so hot right now. Um,
What were you doing that you were hot?
just trying to get. I'm in the middle of trying to clean this house. I'm putting all my stuff in storage back. We're all under one roof now. I was up all night cleaning. When I text you guys at 9 o'clock in the morning, I was just up all night. Like I took like a nap, but now I'm here. So yeah, it's been crazy. Because between like work and life and home and trying to do multiple podcasts, I have to like try to clean up my house because my house is a mess right now. It was so clean before. So let's see,
Hey, you
Laura
all, who's
Loomer.
in the comments? Let us know who's out there. We'd love to hear from you. Tap, 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 tap,
Absolutely.
tap, tap in.
Oh, I love your outfit, Laverne. I just see the
Thank
American
you.
flag motif. Very cute. We love that. All right, so let's look at Laura Loomer's weird ass.
Laura Loomer attacking Candace Owens.
This nappy headed black bitch who just has a lot to say, but not really a lot to offer. So I'm not afraid of Candace Owens.
I can't stand Laura.
She is not loved. And as I said, God hates you, Candace. God hates you.
Putting words and hate in God's mouth is a sin of blasphemy.
Your husband hates you.
That's an insane thing to say. She's happily married.
Your children are 100% going to hate you.
Why would her children hate her? Because she was against Netanyahu's genocide?
Ghetto black bitch. Like, that's literally what she is. She's a racist too. I say she's a ghetto black bitch because you have to listen to the way that she has so much resentment for white girls.
Come on. To say that Candace Owens is racist against white people is absolutely insane. Her husband's even white. She'll stick up for white people just as much as she does for black people.
Alrighty.
So,
Okay. So Trevian, what you got to say?
well, like I said earlier in the show, Laura blocked me I'm going to say about 6 months ago, maybe 5 or 6 months ago, because I used to just light her comments up and her posts up, and she definitely, I was causing turmoil in her comment section because she, was, I believe, paid opposition to spearhead the whole Muslim, take over America, as you saw her out, as she would be in the midst of different prayer ceremonies that Muslims would be praying, and she'd come and find, somebody holding a flag and make a whole situation out of it. And I told, I would consistently tell her, look, you have no power in the face of Islam. Like, you get out there and she does a Jake Lang. She gets out there and she stirs up issues. So, I used to, light her comments up, and she finally blocked me. But that came across this uh, video came across my feed this morning, and I heard something about it a little bit ago. But what I realized was that Laura Loomer was not properly addressed for her comments regarding Candace. And Candace, how I see it, no longer sees Laura Loomer as a factor. Like, Laura Loomer has to rage bait. Laura Loomer has to, suck Netanyahu's dick. Laura Loomer is really on her way out. The more she realizes that society, or social media society, has read her book, tossed it in the flames, and she really doesn't have a space to lay on anymore. She's got to get more dramatic and more drastic with her actions. And so they can keep this woman in the White House, or they can keep her wherever they want. They can keep feeding her, their agenda for her to twist and turn and make it gregarious, publicly. But what I want to address Laura Loomer, regarding her comments about Candace is look, you want to talk about Candace's children, you want to talk about Candace's husband, but I'm going to give you some information firsthand, because I was with you at the inauguration with your little gay person that you had running around with you, acting like he was your boyfriend or your fiance. And the motherfucker didn't even want to be around you because you had dragon breath and you looked like motherfucking a skeleton in a motherfucking glitter tree. Okay. I saw you. You were sitting behind me at the inaugural. You had no power. You had to go and blast vulgarity, racism. You had to do all of that dirt to get where you are right now. You want to talk about children? You want to talk about God? I know God has taken your ovaries, bitch. God ain't gonna let you reproduce. No man wants to fuck you. You out here begging little boys to fuck you at fucking conferences. You raggedy trash hoe. You want to talk about a nappy head black bitch? No man wants to fuck you. And no matter how much bloom or tissue or poison you pump in that fucking clown face of yours, nobody's ever gonna fucking wanna fuck you. You're gonna be a dick sucker for the rest of your life to get anywhere. No man loves you. No man wants to be around you. You're not even feminine. You're a fucking gargoyle. So next time you wanna fix your mouth to call somebody a nappy head ghetto black bitch, look at your raggedy cunt Jew ass in the fucking mirror. God made you ugly so you can look in the fucking mirror every fucking day and see how fucking ugly you are. Want to talk about God hating somebody, bitch? Look in the mirror. Somebody's got to out speak up to your dumb ass about this shit. Candace is out here doing God's work. You don't even know what fucking God is. Keep God out your mouth, you fucking demon. You raggedy ass trash hoe out there sucking dick at every fucking conference. Yeah, everybody knows. Everybody knows, Laura. Everybody fucking knows. Because that's all. They don't want to fuck you. They just let you suck their dick. That's how trash you are. Now fix your mouth to say some shit about Candace again. And I'll be right back here for you. Okay, next comment.
I'm looking for my pearls so I can clutch them.
Fucking hoe. Fucking hoe. You raggedy ass fucking ugly fucking Jew rat. Trash ass hoe. You're
Oh, my
ugly.
pearl.
You're ugly. You look at that shit every day in the mirror and you hate yourself. Your daddy threw you in a fucking insane
Mhm.
asylum. Yeah, bitch. You know it's true. Fucking raggedy ass hoe. Fix your mouth, because we'll be right here to fucking cut you up again. Keep sucking dick, hoe, because that's all you can do. Pop some more pills, because you can't have no kids. God ain't gonna let you reproduce. God knows exactly what he's doing with your demon ass. He made you ugly for a reason. That's why you're so hateful. Trash ass hoe.
Oh
Anyway,
no.
go Max Candace. So who's
Why?
got a dog barking?
I don't know what that is. That was so weird. I was just frozen for a second there. Okay, that was like super weird.
So
Okay.
yeah, enough of her. Anyway, but
Yeah,
that
enough of
needed
that
to be
hoe.
said. That needed to be said.
Yeah, enough of that hoe. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna leave. Hold on one second.
What happened? So nonetheless, let's talk about what's happening currently in my case in Georgia, which you all know was dismissed, and we have been fighting to get all of our legal fees back from Fannie Willis. And what has happened is it is now in the Georgia State of Appeals Court. It's out of the Superior Court of Fulton County. It's in the appeals court, and Fannie's office has had to file an extension because she's got to figure out how she's going to fight the appeals court and try and save over $17 million in her budget. And so I will keep you all updated on that. I am currently waiting for my official pardon plaque, which I'm excited to get. I'll probably get that blown up and make it a huge piece of artwork in one of the rooms in my house. Um, but I'm super excited to see that our case has been moved into the appeals court in the state of Georgia, and Fannie is on, her deathbed as far as, trying
Good.
to finagle her way out of, giving us our legal fees back. And not only, it's not even $17 million anymore, it's way more because we keep having to pay legal fees to fight her dumbass for not paying us, or, just moving out of the way so that we can get our legal fees. So it's an interesting case, and it's the first in the state of Georgia because, as you know, or you may not know, that the Georgia General Assembly passed Senate Bill 244, which declared that if a prosecutor was disqualified for whatever reason, the defendants have by law a right to recoup 100% of all of their legal fees. So we'll see what Fannie and her office files. They filed an appearance, and then they filed immediately within 24 hours, they filed for an extension. So we'll be looking at, I think, August 21st to see what
Okay.
she's filed. And yes, we'll go over it here publicly, but I can't wait. I mean, I'm having a good time with it. I consistently learn more about the law, going through, having gone through this process since basically 2021. And so it's a long time to be dealing with it, but I'm on the upside of everything. And I thank God for being my lawyer. That's how I look at it. God was my lawyer and God is my lawyer. So I never worried about anything. And I was just waiting on the day to be victorious. And here we are. And on to the next battle and to win that one too.
Well, amen. I'm sorry, you guys, for the technical difficulties. I was just connected on 2 different browsers, so it's like echoing. And I don't think you guys hear it, but I hear it, so that's
We
why
didn't
it's
hear
so
him.
weird. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna remove myself and open myself on the other window. This is like my bad.
Okay, I'm not for sure of these topics today, but I see Kamala's favorite president, MAMDAMI reparations. I saw a post earlier today that said, who's worthy of reparations? The unvaccinated. I think we are fucking worthy of reparations because we went through all of this bullshit. We had to stand against the fire. I told everybody, look, I had the best digital vaccination. It was fake. Digital vaccination card that money could fucking buy because I needed to travel all over the world. And traveling abroad, everything was so strict. Like even when I was traveling to Qatar, they would make you be in a hotel for 7 days. Like you had to be on quarantine before they would even release you into general population. I need reparations for people taking 7 days of my life like I'm in fucking prison. I definitely think the unvaccinated are worthy. Kids who didn't get to see their graduation, their college graduation. I think definitely that's a bill that, should be put on the floor. But then if we look at it, everybody was, supposedly forced to take the vaccination. But who wasn't forced? Our people in Congress, the administration in the White House. How do our public servants that we elect get to be omitted from being vaccinated? What sense did that make? Did you guys even know that? Nobody in Congress had to take the vaccination. They were legally exempt. Never heard of that in my life. So I'm looking for some questions from you all. If you have any questions for me, I will be happy to answer them. Benji is back,
Yes, it
waiting to
looks
hit
like I'm
this
back.
next topic. Is it working?
I hope.
Maybe not because he's gone. Nonetheless, so got some other exciting things come up. Kanye West, August 28th, New Orleans. Come check out the show. And then if you can't make that one, it's the homecoming, September 3rd and 4th, Soldier Field, back to back. He's coming home again. Do you think about me now and then? So yes, come see Kanye West. It'll be the best show you've seen since Michael Jackson. I can't, you know, say this enough to any of you all. Kanye West show is the best show, period. Like since Michael Jackson did the Super Bowl. So hello.
Okay, well, Laverne is
Oh,
back. I'm
yeah,
dealing
I
with an
have one
echo,
mother
I
similar
guess.
to you.
Oh, hi, little baby. I guess I'm just gonna echo. Y'all don't hear an echo. If y'all hear an echo, send me a comment. If not, I'll just leave it to me. But
We don't
yeah,
hear
it's like
nothing.
I'm Stephen twice. Yeah, it's technical. It's very weird. Okay, so I do want to get to our next subjects. I wanted to go over the Laura Loomer thing first. Get that out the way. I'm so sick of her ass. Speaking of black bitches and racism, since
God
we're
damn.
here. This is a report out of Baltimore where basically they are saying now on the news that black cats and black animals are not getting adopted as much as other color animals, and they're trying to say that it's like racism.
That's,
As the owner
that
of
sounds
two
like some
black cats
bullshit.
in my life, a male and a female, I don't think this is true, but let's see what they're talking about in Baltimore.
Heard of something called black cat and dog syndrome? Well, animal shelter officials say it's a phenomenon that's taking a toll nationwide on black animal adoption rates. Reportedly, the syndrome causes many dogs and cats, regardless of their temperament, to be judged solely on their appearance. Many shelters notice animals with tan or light colored coats are adopted more quickly than others. A representative from Baltimore County Animal Services says false superstitions and stigmas surrounding black animals may be part of the reason for the syndrome.
Some other reasons why this might occur is the photogenicness of the pets. Depending on the lighting, it might be harder to see their cute little whiskers and their features. And also depending on the lighting in the adoption room, if they're hiding in the corner or if it's just more dimly lit, it's harder to see their cute little personalities.
And Isaac says she encourages everyone to meet animals regardless of their coat color and then decide which personality is the best fit for your family.
Okay, so there's that. And then there was another post yesterday on Spiritual Word where this actor, Joe Bernthal, which I don't know what he's in, but I'm sure he's in something. He says the fear of pit bulls is quote unquote dog racism. During a recent interview, John Bernthal said people need to stop judging pit bulls based on stereotypes, calling the fear surrounding the breed dog racism. Bernthal argued that pit bulls are no more to bite someone than other dogs, adding that his own pit bulls are well trained and gentle despite their presentation. And so, what do you guys think?
I'm a
I think
plant
that's a bunch
keeper.
of BS.
What's that?
I think that's a bunch of BS. First of all, when it comes to black cats, I mean, come on, we're coming up to October. What cat is the most popular cat? You know, for Halloween, of course, it's a black cat. So how can you say that people do not want to adopt a black cat? A lot of people, a black cat is only cat that they really love at all. So I mean, that's just we living in the last of these evil days, and these people are stupid as hell. I'm just gonna cut it short to the point that just when you think that you heard the dumbest crap you have ever heard in your life, then somebody else come up with some new BS, and I'm really trying to be nice about it. So, it's ridiculous to say the least.
So y'all don't think that pit bulls are the niggas of dogs? To be honest, I mean, if we just gonna be real, that's not the nigga dogs.
No.
I mean, so then what? Is the French bulldog the white of the dogs? Like, I'm trying to figure out
the
what
French
that means.
bulldog is probably like the white gay man of dogs. I'm sure eating croissants.
It really is a gay man's dog. It's a gay man's dog.
See,
It's
there you go.
It's such a gay man's dog.
And
It's
just like
such a
the
gay
pit
man's
bull
dog.
is a nigga dog. The nigga in the hood dog is a pit bull. Let's just be honest about it, okay? Let's just be honest. The nigga in the hood dog is a pit bull. If you see a pit bull or a poodle walking down the street, which side of the street you gonna be on? I'm rocking with the poodle. Sorry, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
I really do think, you know what? I think there's some truth to that, because I do think a French bulldog is like a metro male, a gay man's dog. It's such a gay man's dog.
Well, it's also a very expensive dog, and it's a very hard dog to upkeep. And I believe that it's like genetically modified or something, because like the head is so big that it can't fit through the mother's like womb, and there's like all this stuff. But I will say this: a straight man did have one, because what's his name famously had one. The father character on Modern Family, the guy that Bundy. No, he famously had one on Modern Family. He was married to
Right.
the Spanish lady, the pretty Spanish lady with the big breasts. What's her name? Not Eva Longoria.
I mean, and the
So
French bulldog looks so ugly. Like the belly is
it is
big, the
ugly.
legs are small, and then everybody thinks it's just a cute dog. Give me a black lab any day. You know what I mean? Give me a
I'm a
husky, a
cat
German
person, so
Shepherd. You know, yeah, I'm definitely not a cat person.
I'm
That
a cat
shit.
person. I love black cats. I had a cat, a black cat. Her name was Ebony, and then I had another black cat. His name was Onyx. So named after black
Okay.
things. We have a comment here. Bingster Chick 79. Hey, what's up? She says, I have a black and a tuxedo. Would he be mixed? I guess he would be mixed, right? He that vitiligo. He'd be like Michael Jackson. He like
You know
vitiligo.
who has a dog named Tuxedo?
Who?
Azealia Banks.
I'm
She
surprised she ain't
has,
kill it, put it in a soup. I'm
I'm telling
surprised
you,
her witchcraft ass.
I was on my way to her home in, I think it was in Yonkers, and she was on the phone. I was in the Uber. I was calling her, and I swear to God, all I heard was chicken. I swear to God, I was like, my friend Dajay was with me. We was looking at each other in the Uber because she was on speaker, and we was looking at each other in the Uber, and all we were, we was like, oh
I
my
think
God, where are
Azalea
we
Banks has
going?
so much potential, but she just does all this weird stuff that just takes
Get,
away
you
from
look,
her
look
talent, her
now,
music, all that stuff. And she
now.
just wants to be an internet troll, which is like whatever.
You know, it's unfortunate because I think it goes a little bit deeper than that. Like she was in prison for trying to kill her sister, and all kind of. You didn't know she tried to stab her sister to
Mm-mm.
death, and so
Wow.
yeah, there's a whole lot going on there.
Wow.
And so it's really psychological. So how somebody can be so crazy, but then be so brilliant and creative at the same time,
Mm, mm.
like Azealia is one of those people. And I told y'all she had this shrine in her house, and it had all this stuff in it. And you know me, when I thought of shrine, I looked, I said, why is there a pack of Newports in this shrine? So I lifted the Newports out. She went crazy. She was like, "Ah, and so I guess that was the day I took her power from her, because I took the pack of Newports out of her shrine.
Whatever
But
deity she's praying to is likes the cancer sticks, I guess. So
I'm like, there's so much. I have so many stories. Like, there's so much that I've done.
speaking
I don't even
of
remember it
deities
all.
and black queens, we have a deity to the black community here, none other than Kamala Harris.
Uh,
And she's obviously, we know she's running. I don't know what she's running for, but she's running for president. I don't know
did she
why.
say she was running? Or did she
She's
say
making all the
that?
stops. She's making all the stops, and
Okay.
she still has the name ID, unfortunately. Well, actually, maybe fortunately, because I mean, maybe she should run. Because I mean, if she runs, the Republican definitely wins. So she's running.
I don't
So she
even
was
think
at the
she'll get the
Urban League.
nomination.
She was at the Urban League a couple of days ago. Like I said, doing all the interviews, hitting up all the highfalutin blacks to get herself out there, because that's the only support she really has. Because the Democrat Party itself is definitely looking to move on from her. The hardest moment of keeping her was obviously they want to upset the black sister girl vote. The black sister, see what happens to so the trying to move on.
Hey, bitch, you got the Chinese thing going on. You know, your mouth
Right.
is moving,
You're
but
going
nothing
in
is
and
coming
out.
out. Your lips are moving, nothing is coming out.
So you can't hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I
But
cool
you're
now?
going in and out.
Okay. So yeah, I was just saying that, Kamala Harris, obviously she's running. The DNC is not really happy about it because she's a loser, a two-time loser. And, she has her whole thing right now is the black sister girl vote. You want to get rid of me because you're angry at the black. But as we know, the black vote is less relevant to the Democrats right now, especially as they're trying to fight a challenge from the left with the BSA, MAMDAMI, all his people, see, and whatever. So she's kind of a relic of times past. But this is her talking about the three most presidents. There's a part of this, I've seen this clip covered, but there's an angle that I want to get to that I don't think anybody's got yet. So let's take a look at the video.
The top three most effective presidents in American history. Oh, Mark, don't make me do that. I couldn't sleep last night, and I was watching NPR. Was doing did anybody watch a whole thing on FDR? Did you watch it? He was a very important president. I credit, Kennedy, of course, in terms of what he laid the groundwork for, and then Johnson followed up on. Oh, and then, of course, Barack Obama.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Yeah. I think he's one of the greatest presidents.
So a lot of people are concentrating on the fact that she quite curiously didn't name Joe Biden, and she literally served under Joe Biden. So it's like, why would you not think that you're one of the presidents? You were the vice president, so you saying that you affect, do not take that level. I mean, it was right for you. But we go to you, and he said, different from Joe. I think it's not really good. He looks like, all right.
Your mic is still going in and out.
You said my mic's going in and out?
It's going in and out. Yes.
Okay.
Of course, Joe Biden is not her favorite president. It's not. They basically kicked the man in the head and threw him in a closet.
Basically. So can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what I found curiously interesting about that whole situation there is that she mentioned JFK, but then she said JFK for laying down the groundwork for
Johnson.
For Johnson. And it's like, of all the presidents to pick, you pick
Lyndon
Johnson,
B. Johnson,
which is like one of the absolute worst. This is the same man
who's actually a distant cousin of
Democrat for the next 200 years. This is the man who started the Great Society, got the fathers out of the home, welfare, all that stuff. She's talking about something being laid for Johnson. This is what Johnson did. So are you like saying that these things were good things that hold the community back even up until today? You're going to keep these niggas for the next 200 years, and that's someone that you count effectual Kamala Harris? Like, seriously? And I think that went over everybody's head. That's like the first thing I heard.
It didn't go over mine. It didn't go over mine. And unfortunately, I don't think that she should have equivocated JFK with Lyndon B. Johnson at all.
Not at all.
It was actually JFK who was he died because he was not a part of the overlying system of the underlords. And so
the underlords that then basically, I mean, this is allegedly, Johnson allegedly knew what was going to happen to Kennedy, and he was right there to take up the mantle.
He actually arranged it. And so this is where we get into when people have people like Kamala come on and speak, she's given these questions ahead of time. Her dumb ass is so fucking dumb. She actually fucked this up, even being given the questions ahead of time. So
it's an alley-oop. It was easy. It was easy.
You know what I'm saying? So this is why I say, because had she not been given that question ahead of time, she wouldn't even have been able to. She would have said George Washington, because she couldn't. That's how stupid she is. She
would have said. She would have said, today is not today, and tomorrow, well, tomorrow is just as good as it used to be, and just as good and just as well as tomorrow. That's what she would have said. The famous words,
it's past, and her time is up, unless she's just going to hit the road to raise money for the candidate they really want to get the nomination. I don't see, and meanwhile, she make money for each speaking engagement she does. She has no shelf life. Her term has expired. And so you can see by her hair, because her hair was fucked up. And if you go back and put that, her hair was fucked up. Like she had a helmet pasted on one side. That's how you can tell.
Maybe her and the husband got a little, afternoon delight.
No,
the news
no.
alike. You know what I mean?
No,
Hey, her and
no.
what's
Then
his name?
don't
I forgot his
then
name.
don't let it show. She knows how to get it together. They always say she's popping pills and drinking before she comes out and speak. She should know how to get it together. She ran for president. So no, I'm not giving her an excuse to look like that and then say some dumb shit and equivocate JFK to Lyndon B. Johnson. Hell
She
no.
only had 107 days. She wrote a book about it.
But you were there every day. Actually, Joe
Hello,
Biden
Nate.
wasn't even the president. Okay? Joe Biden wasn't even the president. Barack Obama was in there making all the decision. And then Barack Obama realized once she said the comment and he made the comment about black men, even Barack Obama knew she was a lost cause. So she can keep Barack Obama's name out of her mouth as well, because can't nobody save her. Her days have expired. She's an expired fox. And unless she's just out trying to rake in more dollars,
Well,
doing speaking engagements and
where
raise
she is,
money for the real
she
candidate.
she's at the Urban League, so she's literally doing the Chitlin circuit. Because again, the
Because that
black
is the
stuff,
Chitlin
the
circuit.
blackity black stuff, sure, they'll have her, they'll platform her, but the Democrat
Right.
Party writ large has moved on from her, and they realize that she's a lost cause and that she's dumb, that people don't like her. They already gave her a chance. They gave her a full national stage. They blew $1.5 billion on her. The DNC is still in debt right now. Actually had to put up their building collateral to get money to push their candidate. So no one's doing Kamala again. I don't know if she doesn't realize that. I don't know if that
Tell
didn't click
you.
for her, but like no one's doing Kamala again. Not happening.
If I'm her, do
Period.
you know how much money she raised off the backs of black women? Do you know, and gay people? Do you know how much? Did she raise $2 billion? That money, definitely a large portion of it, it's sitting somewhere in an offshore account or in some
And
form
it's
of
sitting in these
investment.
consultants' pockets
And
doing
exactly,
nothing.
and that's all her money. If I'm her, I'm gonna take that money and ride out. You can, black women still want to hear you, can, like she's doing the Chitlin circuit right now. Black women are still listen to your dumbass, you know. But
Who ain't
nobody
even
who's
black,
intelligent, exactly, nobody
who
who's
daddy owns
intelligent
slaves.
is gonna come see you for a banquet, or you can't even. You're gonna have to do the Urban League and Rainbow Push, okay? Because that's where your cataclysm stops.
Yeah.
It's over.
I
It's
mean,
over.
you see what she's doing, where she's at. She's at the Urban League. These are the only people
You
that
know,
have any type of respect for her at this point,
exactly.
and who see her
Nobody
as
likes a
politically
loser.
viable.
Nobody likes a loser,
A
Kamala.
two-time loser.
Nobody likes a two-time.
A two-time loser.
Nobody
She
likes a
lost that
loser,
primary.
girl.
Then she lost when she tried to run.
You
It's just two-time loser. And even when
but
she did win
but
the vice
but
presidency,
but
she
I
didn't.
was
She
a
didn't
vice
win it.
president. You didn't even win it. So it's it's good to see people continue to go off the cliff. You don't even have to say anything because they don't realize how thin the ice is. You just let them skate. So let that bitch skate into that ice crack.
Yeah,
And that's why her hair is looking like it is, because that ice is cracking. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's
it's
sad.
it's a hot ass mess. I mean, so speaking of the hot ass mess, Democrats. Trevor, you're a little bit blurry. Can you go out and come back in real quick?
Am I?
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
before we start the next story.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine, Vern.
I don't know why I would be blurry.
Hold on. I'm gonna kick you out, Trevi, and I'm gonna have you come back in. Unfortunately, the technicals, Lord, we're very technical today, but we're getting it together. We thank you everybody for watching. All 814 of you, so everybody's piling on in. Let me see. Okay, Vern's gonna come back in a second. Waiting for Trevi to come in because I want her to come in before we go on to the next story. Making sure everybody is all clear and stuff. Okay, so Laverne's back.
Yes.
There you go. So that, okay, yeah.
Am I still blurry?
Because I got
Yes.
production eyes about the and stuff like that. Make sure you guys got. I haven't posted like anything this past week. Like I've been like on vacation. Okay, so you know, vacation, but we got to get this back. Okay, so speaking of Democrats and their foolishness, this is a story that's a little bit closer to you, Laverne. So as you know, in your neighborhood, legendary rapper Uncle Luke, known for his nasty lyrics and being face down, ass up for the Democrats now, Congress. He put a video the other day saying that he now agrees with Trump that there has been some type of rigging of elections. So I guess he just woke up and discovered what the Democratic Party was. So here we go. Let's play the video, and I want to have you, Laverne, comment on the other side.
Listen, I'm in the not the barbershop, but I'm in the cigar bar. You see, I got all my friends right there. You got Big Will and everybody over here. So these guys got me. I can't. It's hard to say. So what Trump said about the election is really true. It's real. Now they just told me there's a guy with dreadlocks going door to door for one of the women candidates, going door to door collecting ballots. Now that's illegal. You got one lady in my race saying that she's the incumbent and she's not. So Ron DeSantis is allowing that. So I guess you're gonna sit up there and let him allow this woman to have somebody, a guy with dreads, go to each of the old people door, the seniors, and tell them, oh yeah, I'm the guy that's gonna take your ballot to the box. Really? So you're right, Trump people really do be rigging election, these career Democrats. I can't believe this. So that's what they're spending. That's why they need all this money to run these races, so they can pay people to go to people's door and get their ballots. Ron DeSantis, you need to investigate this. All you got to do is go to them houses of the people who already voted. You know who already voted. Check the ring camera. Check the ring camera. You can't have me in a rigged up election. I can't believe I'm saying rigged. I'm a card-carrying Democrat. My God. Making me agree with Trump. I guess it is what it is.
Okay.
So Luke just woke up and discovered the Democrat Party. He just literally, this is what Democrats are. Wow, this is what they do. He just discovered it. So Laverne, what you got?
Well, first of all, I have worked for many years with a lot of candidates that have ran for office in my neck of the woods. And I know that exactly what he is talking about, because that's how they win on this end with those mail-in votes. They used to go out and collect them a lot. So a lot of times when these people on election day, these people are winning by mainly the mail-in votes, because that is the game that they are playing on this end. That and that's how they have been getting elected for years and years. So yes, that is taking place on this end. It's the truth. That's what they do, especially with the elderly people. They go pick up their votes. I think they stopped that. I think it's against the law, but wherever there's a will, there is a way, and they will find a way around it. They're going to find a way to do whatever. I mean, come on. That's why they opened up the borders in the first place. That's why they made sure all of these illegal people have an address. That's why they want them voting in our elections in the first place. So in order to help them win. And we see this taking place all the time throughout the United States, and come on, we're in Miami, Florida. We got dead people voting. So yes, it's a lot that's going on here.
And I don't even think Luke should be running. First of all,
is he in Miami or Broward?
Where the dead people was voting?
No, where's Luke running?
He's running in District 20.
Okay.
Which it's not really Broward. I think they have parts of Broward, but it's also like Okeechobee, the late Okeechobee area, Belle Glades,
so Central
like
Florida.
that area. Yeah, well,
but I have to say,
wait,
I have to say this.
Seat, and Sheila McCormick had that seat, but she got arrested for embezzlement.
So first of all, Luke is talking about Ron DeSantis and Trump needs to do something. First of all, if you're going to run for office, understand that it's the Secretary of State's office that handles the elections. You don't even know who handles the elections in your state. You're asking for Ron DeSantis and Trump to do something. Ignorant. The Secretary of State runs and the Board of Elections is under the Secretary of State's office. So figure out who can even help you before you get on and start talking about, oh, Trump, you're going to allow this? Oh, we need Ron DeSantis. No, dummy. Walk into your Secretary of State's office and talk to the election commissioner, because they are over the elections. And that's who you can talk to figure out what's going on in your district. But when you are running for office and you don't even know who handles the elections, you
Well,
look as dumb as you sound.
it didn't even get there, because really, I believe he's talking about a primaries. This is not even Secretary of State. This is your own
No,
party fucking you over.
all elections run through the Secretary of State's office.
Exactly.
The election
Before we
board
even
is under
got
the
there,
Secretary of State's office.
he's in a primary situation. So, like, your own Democrat Party is fucking you over. They don't want you. It's not Ron DeSantis and Trump, because we didn't even get there yet. We didn't get the general election yet. So any little funny stuff going on with ballots and whatever, that's your Democrat Party. That's why I said he woke up and discovered the Democrat Party was. Did you not figure this out? Like, maybe she can call a Bernie Sanders, find out what happens when you're running a Democrat Party and they don't want you to run.
And they don't want you as the nominee. Yeah.
Like,
You know,
you're
it's Florida.
invoking, Donald Trump and DeSantis, but they're not even of your party. Then we ain't even got to that point yet. Like that, we ain't there yet. You're still trying to get like on a ballot somewhere, and you're realizing that the party don't want you because, again, the blackity black is not effective, and the Democrat Party is slowly but surely trying to weed that out as we are now replaced with illegals and with whomever else. So you want this whole blackity black. That shit don't win elections no more. Democrats are they're quietly trying to like let you know that without letting you know that. But I think by November, that's going to be quite well known, and definitely by 2028, because they're not running some DEI program. They're going to find some white man to run for 2028. Please know and believe it. Please believe it. They're going to tell all you Negroes and gays and whatever else y'all got going on to shut the fuck up. We trying to win out this bitch. The Democrats are done with the DEI bullshit.
Wow.
So they ain't trying to hear what you got to say.
He needs to think. If he's got a complaint, he needs to go to his election board in the Secretary of State's office, because Ron DeSantis is not thinking about him, and Trump is definitely not thinking about him. So I just feel like, before you jump into politics, at least do your research. Know who's in charge of your elections. I just feel like that statement that he made right there is going to help him lose whatever he thought he could win. You can't sound ignorant as a candidate.
Who was really voting for Lou? Who is really sending face down, ass up guy? For you guys who don't know,
you know what? Hey, they said
music.
They said that about Arnold
Uncle
Schwarzenegger.
Lou.
They said it about Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who's going to vote for the Terminator? They said.
Yeah, but Arnold Schwarzenegger was the kindergarten cop. He wasn't face down, ass up. BT uncut.
Oh yes, he was with the housekeeper. Bang,
yes,
bang.
he was,
but it wasn't on tape, and it wasn't for everybody to see. That was his own private thing with the housekeeper. And what's funny is the housekeeper's son, the son he had, the housekeeper, that's the one that's actually following his footsteps to bodybuilding. All his kids with Maria Shriver don't want to do it. He looked just like him. Look just like him. It's funny, the Maria Shriver, the Kennedy kids want nothing to do with it, but it's the one with the housekeeper that actually wants to take on what his father did. So speaking of more Democrat foolishness, what gets on my nerves when the Democrats are trying to like push something, they always got to get desperate and they always got to pull out the reparations card. So we have people pulling out reparations cards that don't even need to. And that person now, the newest reparations card person, is MAMDAMI. MAMDAMI has said, this is a report from Young Black and Wealthy. Shout out to Young Black and Wealthy, friend to the show. So now, MAMDAMI, for whatever reason, New York City mayor, this is like out the blue, no one asked for this, but he's saying that the city must repair its legacy of slavery and won't rule out cash reparations. So I responded, Young Black and Wealthy, let me show you my response. My response was, you just read it here. I'm going to make for myself so I can read it. But you got screen. Will give reparations the same way he was going to arrest Netanyahu to make them free. Are people falling for socialism? Yeah. Socialism is just telling people exactly what they want to hear when trying to get elected and not actually doing anything about it once elected. Normal politics, except you serve your idealistic BS like Mandami does. What was the point, Mandami? I don't know what points were to be gained from this. I don't get it. You're a mayor. So from you or New York City, you get it free. You get it you want that you said.
Your mic is terrible, Benji. It just keeps
like
going
every other
in and
word.
out. Every other word.
What?
Yes.
Lord.
See, but you need to stay up there like that on the mic, and then we can hear you. If you stay
Do you
right
think
there,
that's
we
what
can
it
hear
is?
you. Yeah, I'm for sure of it. It's like when you move
Okay.
back, it breaks. So I'm thinking it's a malfunction in your mic, not the connection.
What about now?
Yeah, if you stay right there on your mic, we can hear you
Because I
perfect.
think it's doing the thing with reducing the mic noise, and because I'm in the stream twice, I think it's like repeating and it's trying to like block. That's why I think it is blocking. That's why I was trying to come out of the stream before, because it's like it has me in here twice. And the thing is, if I go out, I don't want to cut the whole thing off. So that's why I'm just like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Right.
but yeah.
Oh,
But
update. Remember last week we talked about Emil Jones Jr. in Chicago, the senator who had the allegations with the gay boy prostitute, right?
Yes.
Well, the feds have decided to reopen his bribery case. So that's going to be interesting. Because remember, he was acquitted. I think it was last year, April, he was acquitted. And the feds just bought up that they're going to retry him again on bribery. So, like I said, there's no. Oh, I hear an echo now.
see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was talking about, because it's like I
Oh,
was in twice. So I think after what you're hearing that it's trying to cancel my echo. When I put the echo cancellation off, you hear the echo. I think it
yeah. Um, okay. I think the echo is gone. But
is.
yes,
Okay.
he's now going to be tried by the feds. So I told you there's always an avalanche that happens when things like that happen. He thought he was free and clear, buck wild with the prostitutes. And here comes the feds.
Very, very unfortunate. Very
Very,
unfortunate. Well, maybe he
I don't
can.
know.
Maybe if he wants to get his career back, he can suggest reparations like Madami did. Because I mean, that's
You know
the
what
best
I'm
way
saying?
reparations out. Don't get a damn well.
You know,
He, as
Chicago would
well as
really
Madami,
fall for
has
that.
no. You don't have the power to do this, even with the whole thing. And I also want to get your opinion on this, Travis. Why I bring this up? Thing with like arresting Netanyahu. I understand everybody hates Netanyahu, yada, but like Mandami, you have no authorization to arrest a world leader. Like that's not something you can do. You know, you said it. You knew that. But you said it anyway. The socialists believe it. But
Come back up to the mic.
okay,
Now.
okay.
Yeah,
So I
that's
was
what I'm
saying, like,
saying.
yeah, that was bullcrap
Got
when
to
he said
say.
it. Like, how do we not know that? Like, when Mandami was making all these threats. Oh, we're gonna arrest Netanyahu. No, you're not. And I knew he wasn't when he said that. And it was like, this is bullshit. This is like the free buses all over again. Like, you're not doing any of this. You don't have the power to do this. Stop lying to people.
It's unfortunate because he is wanted as a war criminal across the world, and other countries do have the power to arrest him. It's just you have in our administration currently who is systematically trying to merge the Pentagon with the IDF, which would be the demise of America as what left even to be that's remaining. And so that's the only thing that would stop Mondami. Which would Mondami, if this administration wasn't as intertwined with Israel and Netanyahu and this war, I think somebody if you brought him to the right state, somebody would have the authority to
But see,
arrest him.
that's what I'm saying. Like, he can say what you said. Talk about the
Right.
fact, because I'm totally against that. This whole thing with the America and Israel coming together and sharing intelligence, all that. Like, I'm totally against that. Say that, Mandami. Don't say we're gonna arrest him. You know good and damn well that wasn't happening. You know
Right.
good and damn well that was bullshit. You know good and damn well you weren't doing
Exactly.
that. So, like, can we please stop? That's the part
Right.
that I have an issue with. Because obviously, no one's a fan of Netanyahu. I'm definitely, certainly not a fan of Netanyahu. If he got arrested, hey,
No.
arrest him. But that's not
Right.
something that you know that
Somebody's
you
got
can
to
do,
do it.
and you knew it when you said it.
I still think that's an AI. Netanyahu. I think Netanyahu had been dead for a minute. You know, it was like Ariel Sharon. Ariel Sharon had been dead for 8 years before they even announced that he was dead. That's how Israel does. And so I just feel like, you
But
know, we're getting
wasn't Netanyahu just at the White House, or was he not? I don't keep track.
what didn't we see Joe Biden? That wasn't Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just really don't
No,
believe
I
in
want to
him.
know is what happened to the man on Fox with the mask? Did we like get any type of like resolution to that? Did y'all see the guy on Fox who had like the bald head? He had the mask. You see the little neck thing, and it
I'm
was like
telling
hanging,
you. And
and
his
then it was
neck
just
moved crazy.
yeah, and then we just
Like
acted
that's
like that just memory hold
that
that
didn't
shit like that
happen.
just ain't
That's
happen.
why I'm saying that's a fake Netanyahu. That is not even a real Netanyahu. You know, when Israel, it was discovered that they did not announce the death of Ariel Sharon for 8 years. The whole world went on placating like this man was still alive for 8 whole years, which is why I truly believe that Netanyahu is already dead. We're getting the same creature, the same makeup, the same lizard skin that we saw with Joe Biden. This is not, none of this shit is real anymore. You know, people can call me crazy, people can say whatever they want. That motherfucker is dead. So I really,
When
you know,
okay, so when do you think he would have died? Allegedly, obviously.
March 7th or March 8th. Yes.
What happened
That's when I
on that
believe
day?
they bombed his house with him and his brother in it.
Okay.
Wow.
So all of these games, none of this shit is real anymore. I think people
But
need
if he were
to,
dead, I mean, why would one of his generals or somebody want to take over? Like, why would they
they
sit
could
in
never give
under?
Iran, they could never give Iran that victory.
Okay.
They could never give Iran that victory. So, how I see it is we don't even know half the time if what we're seeing in our own White House is real. We saw a whole administration previously before Trump where we had a man who had on a mask and a lizard who acted like Joe Biden. He looked different every time he fucking came out. Okay?
And his ears were much
You know what
bigger.
I'm saying? He looked different every time he came out. Like anybody believe in anything right now, you have to
Nah.
be a new fool. You have to be a new fool, you know? And that's why I just say focus on the money. All this shit out here, what I will do is I'll constantly every show I'll give credit to Candace Owens for breaking this shit wide open every week. There's something else that she can tear down this narrative that everybody is now realizing there is no narrative. And where's the fucking body? And like I said, I got word that not only did Erica Kirk and different Jew donors eat Charlie's body to just distort his soul in a ritual. Like, and to be honest, I think that's more believable than this Tyler Robinson bullshit because
But I
they
mean,
eat
cannibalism?
people. Do you not know Jews eat people for a living? Those
I can't
motherfuckers
say
chew
it's
up
something
babies like
I
they
think about on a regular.
Jews eat, let me just tell you, they eat people because they think that that spirit of that body and that flesh that they eat, that power comes into their bodies. Like they actually really
Now, I've
do.
heard of
They'll,
that with like
they'll
the
hum and they'll
Illuminati and
dance
the
and they'll jump
adrenochrome and
like
all
this for
that. I've
like,
heard that
they'll
before.
do like this for like 2 hours trying to raise some type of spirit to come up, whatever it is they're fucking believing. This shit is fucking real. And to get the power, they have to sacrifice something. This shit is real. It's fucking real. It's like Santeria or whatever, Santeria and whatever that
Santeria.
other shit is, Santeria, where you
Voodoo.
got to go kill something
Well,
get something.
it
Jews
was
do the
it
same
definitely
thing.
was custom in the Old Testament, which we know from like Abraham and Isaac and whatever, to do like the sacrifice situation,
Right.
which is why a lot of times a lot of these religions get upset at Christianity because Jesus was the ultimate sacrifice. So Jesus being sacrificed on the cross, we stop all that, like that whole covenant.
No, Jews
Like a
said
whole
we
new.
sacrifice. Jews said that we sacrifice Jesus so we
Well,
could
yeah, they're
take over
still
the
on
world.
Old Testament time. That's what I was.
You know?
That's the difference between like Jews and
Yeah.
Christians, because we operate under a new covenant through Christ, and they're like on the Pentateuch, on the first 5 books of the Bible, the Torah. They're still operating underneath that. Speaking of the Jews, in the home of the Jews, Brooklyn, New York. Me and my transitions there. Home of the
Jaime
Jews, Brooklyn,
Town.
New York. We have a report out of
In
the
the
New
words
York
of the late
Post.
great Jesse Jackson, Jaime Town.
But we have a report from the New York Post of a man. Hold up, let me. Did I not? Hold on one sec. Let me close that. So we have this report of a man who jumped off the Brooklyn Bridge. Let me put the image up here. I want to show some of the comments too.
Why are people jumping off the Brooklyn Bridge?
Well, he survived, which is even crazier. Hold on.
Well, God said it ain't your
That's why I
time
wanted to.
yet,
Yeah,
buddy.
he survived.
Well, good for him. God said, not now, not on my watch, not today.
He survived. Hold on, it's not letting me put it on the stage. Let me just take the
We want to thank all 1,000 plus of you who are in here today. We love you. We thank you. We hope you are entertained.
Yes, yes, we do love you. Love you for going through all this ratchet. I cannot believe the type of technical difficulties I'm having today. I'm very much over it.
I can't believe it either, Mr. Technical.
I don't usually have these type of issues. I don't know what the hell going on.
You don't. You're an
I don't know what
excellent
the hell going
producer.
on. Today is
You
just
are an
like
excellent producer. Because I
today
know
is
I
just
don't have
like
the patience to figure it out.
today is some
I really
craziness.
don't.
Okay, so I have the photo right here. I'm gonna have to add it right now. Very weird. But I said, yeah,
I'm
this is
sorry. With all the
really
technical
weird
difficulties,
today.
what we looking at again?
So we are
Something in
looking
the-
at the cover of the New York Post. On, yeah, here it is.
Oh, the guy
Okay,
that jumped off
so
the
this
bridge.
man has jumped off the Brooklyn Bridge. Hold on, let me remove that. Okay, Tommy was here in the way. Okay,
There
there it
he
is. Okay,
goes.
so this man jumped off the Brooklyn Bridge and he survived, which is like crazy. So there's the article here. There he goes. Man jumped off Brooklyn Bridge naked and lives. But the story is not so much about him jumping off and living. The story is in the comments. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm going to read some of the comments here. The first comment here is saying, "Why are you calling him a nut job? Why?" We become so disassociated that someone has tried to unalive themselves and you proceed to make fun of their lack of clothing and call them a quote unquote nut job. Trying to understand when mental health and suicide became a laughing matter. Do better. Using the language in crisis worsens, discouraging people from seeking help. Don't be calling him crazy. Maybe he got sick of being a rent in a city that doesn't have a billionaire. Maybe he can't find a job either. I mean, New York Post employee who wrote this headline and caption needs to be fired. Another one. Don't call him crazy. Jumping from that height naked is a crazy behavior, but don't call him crazy because he has feelings. What people are saying. Like, what in the hell is this? When did we become so sensitive that we can't call a person who jumps off the Brooklyn Bridge naked a nut job? What else would they be? Like, is that not a nut job? Like, is that not crazy? What?
You know, it's everything is oversensitive these days. Like, even working with employees in companies, you know, they don't even want excellence anymore. It's like if you're trying to make everybody raise the bar, oh my God, you hurt my feel. Like everything is uber sensitive these days. So it's like, look, you're a real human being. Say what you want to say how you want to say it. you're not out here hurting anybody. That person actually tried to hurt his damn self. You know what I'm saying? So it's open season when you want to strip out your clothes and fucking jump off a bridge. And unfortunately, you're alive now for people to fucking talk about your ass. You know, I don't give a shit about none of that shit or anybody that had any sensitive comments to make. This motherfucker stripped the fuck down and jumped off a fucking bridge.
And mind you, think about all of the assets they're taking, the police, the fire, shutting down the bridge, the
You know what
danger
I'm
he put
saying?
himself and others in. Like, no one cares about anything like that. But the newspaper hung up that job. I'm like, what?
Man, that
Is
motherfucker
what?
is a nut job. He was, and now he's alive for everybody to tell him he's a fucking nut job.
Oh,
You know
they
what
gonna
I'm
tell him
saying?
in jail, I'm sure. He's definitely going to jail. So that's
I hope they get him some help. You know, mental health is so real, and
It's
people that are
real.
going through
It's
mental health
real.
issues really
It's
need to
real.
seek
It's real.
help
But go
and
fucking get some help.
counseling. Yeah, go get some help and counseling, and because it's
You know,
definitely out here.
don't shut
You know,
down a city.
unfortunately, he felt like that was his only result, but then again, he's still alive. So it must not have been your day for you to go.
for real.
Right,
So
right.
go and
And
get
now
some
he's
help.
known. Now he's
Yeah, go
known
get
as
some
the
help.
motherfucker that stripped down and jumped
Yeah,
off a bridge.
what about the guy that jumped off the bridge and tried to kill himself and the dolphin came and saved him?
I
Wow.
didn't even hear about that.
Yes. Yeah, so all type of shit happened, so that day was not his day.
Clearly.
Right.
I have a friend that told me he was out fishing and somebody jumped off of a bridge, landed right close by his boat, and he grabbed the guy, tried to save him. The guy was fighting him because it was like, no, just let me die, let me die. He was like, no, he just saved the dude. And he brought him up out the water. So, if you're here, you're here for a reason, you're here for a purpose.
You
Find out what
know,
that reason is, find out what that purpose is.
let me just tell you, I was walking. I thought I was so cute one day. I was walking on the Gold Coast in Chicago, and all of a sudden, a dead body dropped right in front of me, cracked the sidewalk.
From
Motherfucker
where? From a
jumped off.
window?
He jumped off the apartment rooftop, and I was so shaken that day. When I tell you there was a crack in the cement, and then it was just, I've never taken off running so fast. I didn't
Yeah.
stay, I didn't stay to see anything because one, that shit drop in front of you so fast. Two, you look down and you just see it. And I had PTSD but that man could have jumped and fell on me. You know what I'm saying? And so I had PTSD for maybe a month. I didn't want to walk outside. I didn't want to do I didn't want to do anything because not only did you see a life lost, somebody being in that vicinity could have hurt you. And so yeah, I have no regard for people who want to take their own life. I have zero regard for it because they don't have any regard for anyone else. One of my best friend's sons committed suicide. She loved him with everything she had inside of him. They don't think about the aftermath for anyone else. And so I have zero sympathy. I have zero regard because we are all responsible for ourselves. And when you take those measures to not only hurt yourself, but you turn around and you hurt everybody who loved you, everybody who poured into you. I have, I just, that motherfucker is a nut job and he deserves to be called a nut job.
I mean,
And
what else do we call it? Like, that's the thing I
you know
didn't
what I'm
understand about the
saying?
comments and why I brought the story because when I saw it on Instagram the other day, I'm just like, every freaking comment was like, "Don't call me that." It's like, what would you be at that point? Like,
He stripped
you're not
down butt
normal.
naked.
You're
It
not
was it
sane.
wasn't that he just jumped. He stripped down butt naked and jumped. This was premeditated crazy. So He just happened to survive it. Hopefully he can turn around and be an advocate or whatever he wants to do if he can still walk and think after hitting that water that hard.
Yeah, because
But
we don't even know
literally,
how I didn't know the extent of the injuries. He's not dead, but he
you
may be
didn't
damn near
understand.
close.
And
Because from
so
what it looks like, he jumped off the tower. He didn't just jump off of the roadway. Well, actually, one thing is about the Brooklyn
interesting.
Bridge, just to give you guys some clarity on that, you actually can't jump off the roadway to Brooklyn Bridge because the way the Brooklyn Bridge is set up, me being from Brooklyn and seeing the bridge my whole life, the walkway is like in the center. So it's like the
It's in
two
the
car
center. Yeah.
lanes are here, then the walkway is like up, but in the center. You can't really jump off of unless you went on the car roadway. The bridge is so long and there's no sidewalk, you wouldn't make it all the way to the center without like being discovered or being like a big deal. So him to climb.
That's why I said he was premeditated. He thought he was going to become this, martyr, and the shit didn't work out. So that's why he's a fucking nut job. Period. And he needs to hear it from north, south, east, and west. He's a fucking nut job.
And from these same New Yorkers who are commenting, I'm sure they all are vaccinated. So, I mean, you guys are all about the hive mindset. So, are you not upset about this man using police resources and fire resources and shutting down a bridge and making things harder for everybody else? Like, would he not be in that job even for that? I mean, we're talking to New Yorkers here, right? So it's crazy. You guys can look it up on Instagram. It's on New York Post. Look up. I kid you not. Every freaking reply is like, "Don't go in that job. Why are you going in that job?" I don't even know New York anymore. Like New York is my hometown. I will always have love for it. I've served 35 years of my life. I spent there. I don't even recognize New York anymore.
Let me just tell you something now. Let me tell you something now. Los Angeles has collapsed after COVID, but somehow New York is rebuilding itself slowly. It's not falling to the gutter snatch like Los Angeles. New York is still alive. I don't know last time you've been. New York is very much still alive. It's turning itself
I mean,
over.
New York is right up the street for me. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
up there. I actually was right across from New York, in New Jersey last night. It's just that the people that are left in New York, when I say that, are not native New Yorkers. These are not the New Yorkers I grew up with. These are not the people who I came up with in elementary school, middle school, high school. Most of those people have left. Like most of the native New Yorkers are gone. I mean, look about MAMDAMI is the mayor. You know what I mean? Like
I don't
New
know if that's
Yorkers
true,
who
Benji.
are not transplants, people who for Giuliani were not be voting for MAMDAMI. You know what I mean? The same. It's like New York has literally changed. The people who are there now are not the people who know much of anybody who I grew up. He was still in New York. My family left in 2006, 20.
Well,
Like
I'm gonna tell you this.
people
We did a show. We did a show live from New York when Mom Donnie it was election day, Laverne, and I interviewed everybody on the street in New York. White, black, old, young, everybody. I interviewed everybody who would stop to talk to me for 2 hours. And surprisingly, 80% of the people that I talked to were native New Yorkers. They own businesses right off of 57th and 7th. And I was all up and down Madison and everywhere. You had a lot of tourists, but even tourists had something to say about the city and that what they thought they wanted for the city, for that election. And so I really do feel like a lot of New Yorkers are still there. I'm there. I got my favorite spots. Everybody's still there. If I go, everybody's still there. And so I'm happy to see, because New York is still one of my favorite cities. Los Angeles, I thought, used to be the best city in the world. It is now Miami. Miami is the best city in the world. I know you might not believe so, Benji, because you left it, but Miami is now
No, I
the
like
best city
Miami.
in the
I
world.
like
Yeah,
Miami. I like Miami. I
Miami's the
like
best
Miami a
city in the
lot.
world right now.
And I still,
Well,
like I
I'm
said,
sorry, the best city in the country. I don't mean to say the
and I
world, the
still
best city in the
have
country.
a lot of love for New York. It's just unfortunately it's unrecognizable because the people there. There's definitely been a switch in the people. A lot of the people who I grew up with, people that were in 70s, 80s, 90s, a lot of them have left. So I mean, and we have a lot of transplants. We even look at The vote, when we look at the voter tally for Mandami, even back in the primary against Cuomo, most of the people that voted for Mandami were these like upper crust, white, educated, young transplants. You had most of the old school black people went for Cuomo. The same thing happened even here in Philadelphia with the congressional race. There was a guy, Sharif Street, who was he was the establishment Democrat who our mayor Sherelle Parker supported or whatever for the congressional seat. They had the PSA person, the progressive Rob, and we looked at who supported Rob. By the way, he won the seat here, seat 3 in Pennsylvania. Supporters mostly white, upper middle class, highly educated, transplants, young kids, whatever, and you have a lot of the black people from Philadelphia, people who have generational people here in Philadelphia. They supported the establishment Democrat, so we see that type of thing happening all over the country. But Montgomery's base is not of Native New Yorkers. It's just not. Like, he has a lot of transplants, a lot of new people, a lot of immigrants of that nature, a lot of people from New York. I mean, half of New York moved to Florida. When I lived in Miami for 3 years, everybody I met was from Brooklyn, from Queens, from Pennsylvania, from Long Island. Like, everybody, half of New York is there. And that's why it's so red now, because all the red New Yorkers left. Just like I did, and went down to Florida. Right. So, I mean, I pray for New York. I hope for the best. I think Mondami's full of shit. Again,
let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens.
The buses ain't free, Mondami. They went up to $3. So, like, the rich are not being taxed because Kathy Hochul was not doing that. So she already told you, Mondami, she ain't doing it. So all this socialism bullshit is bullshit. Like, you're just now reparations. That's why I brought it up, because it's like you're just so desperate now because nothing that you're doing, like you said, is going to happen, is happening because you're hamstrung. You literally can't. You're trying to command Trump to, arrest Netanyahu. You're trying to command Kathy Hochul to raise taxes on billionaires. All these things are out of your wheelhouse as the mayor and out of your power. You're promising all this grandiose shit that you cannot do because it's not in your power to do. Mondami. That is my issue with Mondami.
And don't leave out the fact that he was saying that he would allow release all the prisoners from prison once he got elected.
Craziness.
I missed that one.
Craziness. But they're all on that type of shit. No, the whole DSA platform is anti-prison, anti-people in jail, anti-law enforcement. But all these people, even the Syed guy in Michigan, all rich. All the DSA thing is such bullshit. They're all rich. And they all have these master's degrees and this degree and that degree. And that. They're not affected by these policies. They don't live in the ghetto. None of them.
They have bodyguards, and they're talking about defunding the police. They don't want the police in their district, but when somebody come to beat their ass, what they gonna do?
And when somebody beat your ass, Keisha, who the fuck you calling? You're not calling Mondami. You calling the fucking police. So why are we playing? Like, why are we playing with this shit? Because this affects black people, hood people, poor people in regular neighborhoods. All these PSA people, you got Cynthia Nixon and all them, and they're all like, blah, blah, we hate the police, trans. None of this shit affects regular people. And that's my issue with Mondami and the whole DSA thing. I get the fact that they are not kissing Israel's ass, and I think that's wonderful and that's great. And I think that appeals to a lot of people. But then we got to look deeper than that. Besides your hatred for Netanyahu and Palestine, and love Palestine, whatever, which I don't really care about one way or another, because it's not America. Don't really care about that whole thing. Don't care. And I've said that many times. Don't care. Whatever y'all do, y'all do. It's not America. I don't care. Okay. But when you're dealing with the issues of Americans and the things that we actually need, putting forth all this fanciful bullshit that doesn't affect or help anybody. Arresting Netanyahu, I don't give a shit whether you arrest Netanyahu, Mondami. I don't give a fuck about that. The city's not safe. The train fare's gone up $3 now. And it's not like it's any better for anybody. It's not like we don't have homeless people out there stabbing and shooting and robbing people. It's not gotten any better. Yet you want more money from regular people every day.
He needs to open up those lanes again.
All of them, they're all rich and pampered and privileged, never fucking working where you got the chick in Colorado, the black chick that went out there, This bitch ain't never had no real job nowhere. You got the Al Sayed guy in Michigan, rich as hell, talking about Medicare for all, but his wife's practice doesn't even accept Medicare patients. So what are we really doing here? Now, I hope Al Sayed wins, because if he does win, the Republicans definitely going to win in general. So I hope he does win. I think the election is today with Al Sayed and the little white girl that's funny. I want Al Sayed to win. Al Sayed all the way, because that means we win that seat in Michigan. The Republicans do. Because he's just way off on left field, and he's just way too out there with it. And I saw yesterday on Jesse Waters, I should have bought the clip. The blacks are mad at Al Sayed in Michigan because he did some event or something like that, and the black guy came to him and was like, well, you talk shit about Michelle Obama. I don't know what he said about Michelle Obama, but you can't talk shit about Michelle Obama to the blacks. I don't know who you're talking that. I don't know whether he don't have a consultant to tell him that. But Michelle Obama, it's like to black folks, it's like Michelle Obama's higher than Barack to black folks, especially to black women. So you don't talk shit about Michelle Obama and think you get a black vote anyway, unless you just totally a Republican and don't give a damn. But as a Democrat, you talking shit about Michelle, who's like Junior Jesus to the blacks? Sir, where do you think you're going? What's happening for you? In Michigan, in Detroit, with Negroes voting for you? They're not voting for you. So I believe he's done, but I don't want him to be done. I want Al Sayed to win. I'm Team Sayed. I want him to win, because if he wins, then we got that seat in November. The Republicans got that seat in November. It's pack it up. Time to go home. And Mike Rogers is running, I believe, is the guy that's running. And I think he got within like 5 points of at least of the Slotkin chick, the chick that actually won Michigan in 2024. So he just ran. He was a congressman. Now he's running again, so he has that name recognition. So come on through Sayed. I want Sayed to win, because if Sayed wins, Republicans win that seat in Michigan. So let's go Sayed. Let's get it. Sayed. Democrats, get out there today and vote Sayed. Sayed.
Wow. Okay. So I just want to say next week during the show, I will be in the air flying long haul. So I won't be able to join you all next week, but I'll be here with you in spirit.
Where you are going?
So I'm going to Shanghai.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Vacation, or you
I'm
got some
excited.
business out there?
You know what? It really is vacation, but sometimes when I travel, it just always ends up to be so I'll find something that I'll think, okay, let me go do some work. But yeah, it's vacation.
Okay, good, but it's deserved. I had my little half a piece of vacation, so ain't nothing wrong with that. It's deserved.
You know, I think
fun.
so. I think so. Yeah, it'll be
So
a
that means
12
Vern, you got to be here, Vern. You got to be here with me, Vern. That means you got to be here, girl. I need you, girl.
Scout's honor.
So we actually went through the show pretty fast today. I wanted to close out. This is our last story here. There was a video where we so often talk about how, wokies are extremely racist, especially the black wokies. Black people are racist. Hell, I don't know why we try to act like we not. People are out here racist as shit. Can't stand white folks. I don't get it, but like we are racist as hell. So there was a comedian on Instagram that made this video about woke. He calls it woke. I say wokies, but he called it wokes and racist. So let's check out this video and we'll respond on the other side.
Brad first met, I didn't think we'd get along, but turns out we kind of agree on everything. Your racial identity is the most important thing. Everything should be looked at through the lens of race.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. We both have a lot of opinions about people of color, even though we barely know any.
I say colored people, but as long as we're classifying them, we both think minorities are a united group who think the same and act the same.
And vote the same. You don't want to lose your black card. Sorry, I don't know. I just think we should
roll back discrimination laws so we can hire based on race again. Jinx, now you owe me a Coke. Hey, tell them what you told me yesterday.
White actors should only do voices for white cartoon characters.
I've been saying that for years. Stick to your own.
Us white people, we have so much privilege.
I agree. It is a privilege to be white. Ask him about interracial dating.
All I said is that black men who date white women have internalized racism, and white men that date ethnic women are fetishizing them.
Guy's against interracial dating now. Like, am I being pranked? Did Boomer put you up to this?
Ugh, you know that taco place is white owned?
White people should be making white foods like Kraft macaroni and cheese, no seasoning, not even salt. It's like he's a mind reader. I mean, I've been pushing for segregation forever, and my man does what?
I created an improv comedy show exclusively for ethnic people.
Guy segregates comedy on my birthday.
White people need to stop wearing dreadlocks, and they need to stop appropriating black people's music.
Shaved heads and country music, the way God intended.
You know all white people are racist.
I'm listening.
Even if you have a black wife or a black friend group, you're still really racist.
You know, he just kicked a guy out of the organization for having a black girlfriend, but if you can promise me he's still really racist, we'll consider letting him back in. Black people should only shop at black businesses.
I guess the only thing we really disagree about is I think white people are the root of all evil.
But what did I tell you, though? If we can narrow that down to a certain group of tiny-hatted white people, I think we can come to an understanding.
Technically, I don't consider Jewish people white.
Neither do I.
So
Wow.
there you go. What do you guys think about that? I thought that was very interesting how the wokes and the racists, they agree on like everything. They should really just get a room and like just like, you know, bang it out for the night and find sort of resolution. What do you guys think?
I think it's actually, I think it was I thought the whole skit was important. I think it covered pretty much damn near everything. And so I
Pretty
think
good.
the more that we get into having, this type of humor in these types of situations, I think it dissipates the very things that they, touch on that are considered issues. And so I welcome this type of shit all day long. I mean, I think it's great. I think it's great.
Yeah, I love the video. What you think, Laverne?
I agree with Travian. The more that the way they compare everything, the analysis, the way they broke that shit down, the final destination point was that they both agreed with the same shit. I always said we have the right to agree or to disagree. Sometimes, with people, they may say something totally different from you or a different way from the way you would say it, but it's like saying the same shit. So at the end of the day, when you sit back, if you really take a look at things like this, open your mind, do some deep diving, and then at the end of the day, you'll see that skit makes perfectly great sense.
It does. It just shows how racist we all are. And I think that black people are always talking about how we're not racist. We can't be racist. And it's like you're espousing the same ideas as white supremacists. If you look at everything through the lens of race, then you are racist. Period.
That's it. That's really what a racist is.
That's what a racist is. And
That's
we're
really
under
what
this
a
like
racist
brainwashing
is,
that somehow black
Right.
people are just so weak and such victims that even our racism doesn't count because we're just so lowly and below, which is why I never like that idea of what they say black people can't be racist. There's a video that I had actually talking about black people not being racist. This guy actually broke this down before. I'll see if I can find it. But yeah, this idea of just black people can't be racist is so dumb, and it's so beneath us because all it does is it basically puts us at a place like we're children. Like nothing that we say matters. Our racism doesn't matter because we're black. So like anything, and yet somehow that's seen as being woke, which is what that is like. I mean, how is that even a thing? How is that even a thing? Let me see if I can find that video because there is a video I wanted to show you guys. There was another black guy who discovered this about this whole thing about black people. He kind of discovered it with the video.
You got to stay in the mic.
Hello.
Now you're
Okay.
gone. Oh.
Okay. I'm like, what you call it? A radio host said one time, you got to eat the mic. Like, I don't know we'll figure out the technicals of this again, because I haven't been on this whole platform in like a week. So I don't know, maybe something got disconnected somewhere or something like that. But let me find this video because I think this is very much apropos. Let me see. I'm scrolling back into my stuff.
Yeah, I think it's racism is a business,
Oh, absolutely.
And there's so much money. Like Black Lives Matter just kind of really, pounded that concept into the ground. But I don't even think anybody's really trying to be successful. Nobody cares about racism. People are what they, I mean, it's just like I called the guy that said Candace Owens needs to be killed with a sword. I
Oh my
called him,
goodness.
I called him a gutter snatch cunt today. I don't even use the word. I don't
Who
even
said
use the
Candace needs to be
word
killed
cunt.
with a sword?
Yeah. So so basically, he was in the car with Charlie when Charlie's body just disappeared, and
Oh, when they
so
were
he
calling
got
Ben
on.
Shapiro's people, which okay, so we can act like that's not weird. That Ben Shapiro's getting calls of like
Right,
what's going on, a play-by-play of
and
Charlie
I think
dying.
his name
Why would
is
Ben Shapiro
Frank.
be getting
I
that?
think his name is I think his name is Frank Torreg. Anyway, he
Oh, the
got on
Turek guy.
saying,
Okay, okay.
yeah, Candace is just out to kill, steal, and destroy. I'm like, bro, this dude is one of those people who will feed your baby to an alligator. You can see, I know a military operative when I see one. I don't know them all because there's plenty of them around here. But that dude, all he does is he does all of this under the guise of Christianity. He's speaking Christianese when they bring these Bible verses in to justify the position that they make when they say, oh, Candace should be killed with a sword. This little bitch, little government, mole is way out of pocket. That's why nobody wants to address these people. I have no problem addressing these people because, somebody told me, yeah, he used to be my favorite apologist. I said, he's still an apologist. He's just an apologist for all the evil that exists in this country. And so you got there's this, and then I posted the other day, I said, I think all the TPUSA men are closeted homosexuals hiding behind Christianity while being slaves to the Jew. I just feel like it's time to, nobody's willing to fight out here. Like this shit is sickening to me. You have our government trying to merge our Pentagon with the IDF. Do you know what that means? So if they want to just drone you with face recognition, oh, and the IDF doesn't like you talking about Israel or the Jews, how is nobody fighting? How is nobody willing to call this shit out? Like, what is going on, America? Americans. This shit is fucking sad. Like it
Well,
just it leaves to ponder if anybody is worthy of freedom anymore because nobody wants to fucking fight for it. Freedom is not free. Freedom is not free. Nobody's standing up for shit.
well, unfortunately, people don't feel though America is worth fighting for, and that's the problem. And that's
Until they
why I mean,
fucking lose it. Until they
because
lose it.
and I say this especially as a black person because all we're taught that America is bad, racist, bad. So
Right.
we don't see this country as anything to actually fight for, which is why we sit around and we let the illegals come in and replace us, and we just sit around like, well, Trump doesn't like it, so it must be a good thing. Like what? You know what I mean? Like the end all of the all,
You
like,
got black people saying so
yeah.
stupid shit out here. Oh, white people shouldn't be able to use water guns because a black person invented it. I wanted to slap that fat bitch next to a fucking cheeseburger because this is the
And
time.
a
This is
black
the
man
type of
invented ranch
shit I'm
dressing,
so
and
tired.
white folks love ranch, and a black man invented that. Hidden
Yeah,
Valley Ranch was a black man.
I'm like,
Just
Just
why?
when
saying.
you think you heard the dumbest shit, they
You know
never cease
what
to amaze
I
you.
mean?
Here
White
comes
people
another
can't use water
dumbass.
guns.
You know.
So I found the video. I found it. I had it on my Rumble. And shout out to everybody who's watching on Rumble, all the things. Rumble, YouTube, X, Kick,
Instagram.
Facebook. Shout out to everybody. Instagram, all y'all. Shout out to everybody. Okay, this is the video I was talking about. Again, where this is what black people, this is what you're saying when you say that black people can't be racist. This Paul. Oh, I hate when they do this thing with the volume.
I was talking to this white girl.
All right.
And I was making a joke.
I'll start over.
I don't talk to white girls because they're too progressive. One time I was talking to this white girl and I was making a joke about Asian people, and I was like, my bad, I'm just joking. I don't want to sound racist. And she was like, oh, like you're black, you can't be racist. You don't have any power, which was the most offensive shit I've ever heard in my life. Because she was pretty much telling me, because I'm black, my hate don't feel the same. That's the most racist shit I ever heard. I'm allowed to hate Asians. That's crazy. I mean, I don't, but I'm allowed to. That's all I'm saying. I don't talk to white.
So you hear what he's saying. So this black guy, he was dating this white girl, and he made a joke about Asian people. And he said, "Oh, you know, by the way, I'm not racist." And she was like, "Oh, I know you're not racist. You can't be racist because you're black. Excuse me. You can't be racist because you don't have any power." Oh, wow. So what's funny is this is the type of argument I've made to black people many, many times. You know, and I'm called a coon for this. But when they say things like black people can't be racist because we don't hold the power to whatever, like we say that, but it hits different when a white person says that to you, doesn't it? Because that's essentially what's happening here. When you say that black people can't be racist, you're saying that our words don't have much power, even our harmful words don't have as much power as a white person's words. So a white person can say, da, 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 I don't like da, 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 da. But a black person can't, because even if we say it, it doesn't matter because our words don't have power because we don't have much power as, you know, white people or anybody else's people.
I like brown platinum. You like.
Exactly. So this is what we're out here thinking is wokeness. Like, how is that woke? Like, we're literally saying that we don't have no power. Our words have no power. White people can be racist, and if we say whatever, it don't matter. Like, and this is woke. Like, this is.
You know what? I think that if she's speaking in terms collectively, I think she has a valid point, because collectively, Black people don't stick together to have power. And so I'm not mad at that comment. If somebody said that to me, I know specifically individually I can amass my power, not just domestically, but globally. But you have to take any emotion out of what she said and really look at it on the fundamental level. Black people don't stick together to have power until a Democrat says, "Hey, come vote for us." You know, that's and then they get nothing out of it. So in the reality of what she says, she's actually correct, because collectively as a Black people in this country, we don't stick together to amass our power. And so I can't even be mad at, I'm not mad at that. I think she has a valid point.
I disagree, because I believe that Black people do stick together. Black people stick together to be victims and not have power. Instead of lifting yourself up as an individual
That's
and
not
being what
power,
you can
but
be,
yeah, I
think
get
that we
that.
do stick together to be victims. Like, oh, we love that.
I get that
That's
part.
like me as an individual. I look at that as crazy because I don't stick with these unpowerful ass niggas. Like, my words have power, period, because I said them. Not because I'm black, white, whatever. It's because Benji said it, so it got power. You know, so that whole thing does not click with me, and it's retarded to me, because at the end of the day, like, you're allowing somebody to be able to put you in a box and say that your offensive words don't have power, they have less power because you're black. And unfortunately,
if you
Black
know
people
that's not
collectively
you,
have agreed with that.
if you know that's not you, you're not in that box.
Oh,
You know
I'm
what I
certainly
mean?
not.
And
I'm
so
certainly
that's
not.
why I said collectively, from what she's saying, not talking to you individually. You know, sometimes we can't take things so literally. We probably need to think through what she said. And if you think through what she said, you go to any hood in any city in this country and you got 25 murders, all Black people killing Black people. You know what I'm saying? You have no power and then you've got a quarter of your population in jail. Then you're aborting the other 25% of the population. She's exactly
That's a whole
right.
nother story.
You know, she's exactly right. So I think you
But what does that
sometimes
have to
people
do with
just need to
racism
take
and being racist to white people and your racism being less than, like, what does that have to
what
do with
she
that?
said wasn't racist. You know, he took it emotionally without thinking through what she actually said. He made it racist. She said it as calmly and as confident as she said it because there was truth to it. And we need to remove emotion from these things. You know what I'm saying? Now, she didn't disrespect him. She didn't say anything vulgar. She was speaking on a collective basis about Black people in America. when she used the word "you have no power." She wasn't talking about him. She was talking collectively about black people because they don't stick together.
But do racist white people have that same collective power against black people? They do not. Because I mean, how many white people have you heard say, "Move them all back to Africa"? Are we in Africa? Are we going anywhere? No. So I mean, I just feel like on both sides, no one has a collective power over anybody else. That's what I'm saying. It's even. I don't see it as like white people are up here and we're down there. So we say something against white people, it's not as effective because again, how many times have you heard, Nick Fuentes and other people like that say, "Oh, bring all the niggas back to Africa," or whatever. Are we in Africa? Any of that happening? Is it black here? Are we ever going anywhere? No. So
but that's the dumbest of the white people who say that. You know what I mean? Those are the dumb white people. Those are the white trash white people.
And those are the dumb black people out there racing against white people.
She was not white trash. She was speaking literally what statistically is happening in this country amongst the black population. And so he just got emotional, and if he was dating her, she had no reason to say that and want to hurt him. And there can be passive aggressive things that happen. I think as a black person, you experience that
I
every
don't think
now
she
and
meant to
then.
hurt him. I don't even
That's
think it was racist. I just
That's
think
what
it
I'm
just wasn't
saying.
true. And I just think that we as black people can't be holding on to this idea of like, we can't be racist because our words don't have power. That doesn't make any sense. Because again, do the white racist words have the same power? They do not, because I'm sure the white racists want to get rid of the black folks. Like the cotton wasn't worth it, all that shit, all the shit they say. Yet, are niggas not still here? Do we not have a black president? Do we still not have a congressional black caucus, which is the largest ethnic caucus? Do we still not have black people that are doing things to affect white people all the time?
Jews put a black president up there to parade in front of the country to make sure that everybody was like faux pas by the vision of hope that America was united.
But again,
and
you had
that was
plenty
the
of white people that
biggest
voted for him, and
bamboozle
all
of
the black
black
people voted
people
for him.
in the world.
All the black people voted for him, and plenty of white folks voted for him.
And that is why I'm saying the power wasn't in Barack Obama. The power was being able to manipulate black people so strongly to where they thought when Obama, that word hope, when you see the word hope, that's the biggest rigmarole that you'll ever see in any political campaign or anywhere. There's no such thing as hope. There is and there's not. There's people who do and there's people who don't. And so I think that was the biggest manipulation of black people since slavery, thinking that, oh, we got a black president. Yeah. No, he was never your president.
And
He just had
unfortunately,
melanin.
just to wrap things up here, because I gotta go. But unfortunately, we didn't learn the lesson from Barack Obama. See, I learned the lesson from Barack Obama, meaning that black race ain't gonna save you. It don't matter who it is, black, white, red, yellow, pink, green, whatever. I want you to cut taxes, get these legals up out of here, and make the gas prices cheap. I don't care what color that comes in. Those are my issues. You know what I mean? I did the whole black thing. Obama got me that one time. He didn't give me that second time. Got me that one time. But I realized that, and I think that the lesson we should be learning from that is that a black face is not going to be out here to save you. You need to save yourself and figure out what that is for you individually, and stop counting on somebody black to come along and be your savior, because these niggas ain't trying to save you. You got to save yourself.
Captain Save a Hoe. Okay?
Exactly, because they not out here trying to save you. They're just going to exploit you and use you for votes and use your legacy, use your black struggle to import more illegals. That's all they're going to do for you. Honestly, white people are not even our problem as black people. Our problem is the black leadership. Our black leadership is corrupt, and they use us and they play us, and they got to keep us low down and poor and broke, because low down, poor, broke people don't have no choices. So we have to choose them because we broke and we poor. And we're pawns. Exactly. So make your own money. Yeah. And I guess for me, that's why I said that chick talking about she don't got no power. To me, get the fuck out of here. I'd have told that bitch, fuck you. I'm good. And that would be the end of that fucking date. Because bitch, you out your goddamn mind, ho. The fuck? You must be out your mind, bitch. So I ain't got no power because I'm black. Okay, ho.
You know, at the end of the day, when we as black people learn how to work together and help each other and support each other, you know, we can't do that. back in the day, those people looked out for one another. They worked together. They built together. I mean, whether you was talking about Tuskegee, you know, the Black Enterprise or whatever, whether you was talking about that or something else in general, people work together. Today's world, people don't help each other. If you get a new car, they are mad about that. They are envious. Oh, who that bitch thinks she is. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even have that type of support. Where other races and nationalities, those people work together. The Jewish, they work together. They support each other. You know, they build for their kids so that when their kids are 18, they already know the family business. They're working.
You know, the family business is getting welfare. That's the Jewish family business,
Okay,
getting
but the
welfare.
point is they
Have
working
10 kids.
together. They have sustainability, you know.
Yeah.
But I think that if
in
we
other nationalities, I don't care. Other ones, they work together. But we as Black people, we got to learn how to work together. And until we can do that, it's not going to work.
I think that we make a mistake, I think, in the Black community comparing ourselves to Jewish people, because we're nothing like Jews in that Jews have a common homeland, a common religion, all these things in common. Black people, we're actually more, sorry to say it, wokey Blacks, we're more like white people than anybody else in this country, meaning that we're varied, we're of different religions, we have different persuasions. There are Christian Black, Muslim Black, conservative Black, liberal Black, and all of these different things together. But if we were able to make something for ourselves and lift ourselves up, that lifts the community. I think the some people are looking for like this answer, this thing to come from the light. This is for the Black community. It's going to change things. And it's like the change starts in you. Like we're looking for something or someone to come along and save you, and that's not happening. It starts with you. And if I work on me and Trevian work on her and Vern work on her, then the Black community uplifts. We uplift ourselves. I just think that we're just too busy trying to look for some savior. And unfortunately, the Black leadership, they know that. And they take advantage of that. They use us, oh, we'll get you this and we'll do this. And even with MAMDAMI Reparations, it's just so.
Come into the mic. Come into the mic.
Shut the
now you okay.
Like, I got work.
We can't hear you. We can't.
All right, y'all. I gotta go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No?
It's in and out. It's in and out.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, we'll end things here. We'll be back next week. I'll be back on Saturday, and we'll be able to figure out whatever the hell's going on with this whole situation, with this mic thing or whatever. Word, you guys.
Maybe I can use Wi-Fi on the plane and stream in.
They gonna kick you off the plane.
Well, sure. I don't know. My ticket is expensive, so we see.
Hey, sis. Well, yeah, hold on.
Let's see.
Laverne, any last words till we go?
I can't hear you
either. What the F?
She might be on the phone.
I should have closed this room out and start over again. Next time, that's what I'll do. I'm sorry, you guys, for any issues that may have been on the internet.
I want to thank all 1,000 plus of you.
But I think, but clearly y'all joined it, so y'all see something. Yeah, Laverne, we can't hear you.
Kilburn, thank you for joining today. Thank you, everybody in the inbox, for joining today. Shout out to Raven for District 25 that is running. Shout out to a lot of
the Raven
that are working, that are running. We're gonna soon start interviewing you guys so we can talk about your race and your campaign. So join us. We'll be right here.
So yes, next Tuesday at 2. Thank you so much, Kilburn, for showing up and showing out again. Thank you, Mr. Chick 79. Again, if you can hear me, I hope you can. I will be doing the show on Saturday, a live show. We'll be finally back and doing all the things we do. May even have the show sometime this week, and we'll definitely be back here next Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Ben Jerby on everything. Inbox me, inbox us. DM's always open. Thanks so much, you guys. God bless. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.